Hi guys! Sa araw na to, pag-aaralan natin kung paano kunin ang next few terms ng isang geometric sequence. In our previous lesson, we studied that a geometric sequence is a sequence where each term after the first is obtained by multiplying the preceding term by a non-zero constant called the common ratio. So, kung given ang ating a sub 1, makukuha natin ang ating a sub 2 by multiplying a sub 1 times the common ratio. Ganun din ang ating a sub 3. So, para makuha ang a sub 3, we need to multiply a sub 2 by the common ratio. At kapag pinagpatuloy natin ang ating proseso, makukuha natin yung susunod na term at yung mga susunod pang term ng ating geometric sequence. Sagutan natin ang problem number 1. Give the next three terms of the given geometric sequence. 2, 2/3, 2 nines, blank, blank, and blank. So, para makuha yung tatlong susunod na terms ng ating geometric sequence, unang kailangang gawin ay to determine the ratio. So, gagamit tayo dito ng isang pares ng magkasunod na terms. So, ang gagamitin ko ay a sub 2 at a sub 1. So, we will do the process of determining the common ratio. So, we have a sub 2 divided by a sub 1. Ang ating a sub 2 ay 2/3 divided by a sub 1 which is 2. So, we deal with fractions. So, we will have 2/3 times the reciprocal of 2 which is 1/2. Meron tayong whole number at alam natin na kapag whole number, ang denominator niyan ay 1. So, to get the reciprocal, ang denominator ay magiging numerator at ang numerator ay magiging denominator. And then, we will proceed to multiplication. So, we have 2 and 2 will be cancelled out by dividing the common factor which is 2. So, ang 2 dyan ay magiging 1. And then, our a sub 2 divided by a sub 1 is equal to 1/3. So, 1, we have 1 times 1 is 1. 3 times 1 is 3. So, our ratio now is 1/3. So, nakuha na natin yung ating ratio. Ang next na step na natin ay kukunin na natin yung a sub 4. So, para makuha yung ating a sub 4, we will multiply a sub 3 which is 2 nines times the common ratio or the ratio. So, we have 2/9 times 1/3. So, numerator times numerator, we have 2. 2 times 1 is 2 over 9 times 3, which is 27. So, wala na tayong common factor sa 2 and 27. So, that is, our a sub 4 is 2/27. And then, tuloy natin yung proseso. We will get a sub 5 by multiplying a sub 4 times the ratio, which is a sub 5 is equal to 2/27 times 1/3. So, numerator times numerator, we have 2 over the denominator times denominator, we have 27 times 3, that is 81. So, 2 and 81, wala na siyang common factor na pwedeng i-reduce pa dyan. So, ang ating a sub 5 is 2/81. So, ang ating a sub 5 sa ating sequence ay 2/81. Next, ang atin naman na a sub 6, ang pangatlong nawawalang term na kukumpleto sa ating sequence ay makukuha by multiplying our a sub 5 and the ratio, which is a sub 6 is equal to 2/81 times 1/3. That is equal to, ang ating numerator is equal to 2 times 1, which is 2, and denominator is equal to 1 times 3, that is 243. So, wala na diyang common factor na pwede pang ipang-divide sa both numerator and denominator, kaya yan ang ating a sub 6. So, ang ating complete sequence now ay 2 2/3, 2 nines, 2 over 27, 2 over 81, at 2 over 243. So, meron na tayong 6 terms sa ating geometric sequence. Number 2. Complete the given geometric sequence and give the common ratio. So, dito sa ating number 2 problem, kung mapapansin nyo, ang missing term ay a sub 1, a sub 4, at a sub 5. At meron tayong dalawang magkasunod na term na given. So, ganun pa rin yung proseso. Unang gagawin ay determine the ratio. So, dahil meron lang tayong dalawang magkasunod na term na given, yan yung no choice tayo kundi yan yung gagamitin natin para makuha ang ratio. So, we have a sub 3 divided by a sub 2. Ang ating a sub 3 ay 6. Ang ating a sub 2 ay negative 18. So, that is 6 divided by negative 18. So, alam natin na merong common factor between 6 at 18. Ang common factor ay 6. So, i-divide natin both sides by 6. So, 6 divided by 6 is 1. Negative 18 divided by 6 is negative 3. So, ang ating ratio ay negative 1/3. Ang negative 1/3 ay nasa lowest term na. So, yan ang ating common ratio. Next is to determine the missing terms at i-complete na natin ang sequence. So, una nating hahanapin ay, ang una nating kukunin ang ating a sub 1. So, dahil backward ang ating movement, gagawin natin ay mag-divide tayo. So, that is a sub 1. That is a sub 1 is equal to negative 18 divided by the common ratio or the ratio which is negative 1/3. So, yan ay negative 18 divided over 1 divided by negative 1/3. So, since division yan, magiging multiplication at kukunin natin ang reciprocal ni 1/3 which is 3 over 1. At magpo-proceed tayo sa multiplication. So, that is 18 times 3 is 54. And then, we have negative times negative is positive. So, wala ng sign dito. And then, we have 1. 1 times 1 is 1. So, our first term is 54. And then, we will have our first term in the sequence. Sulat na natin dito ang ating first term. Yan ang ating first term. Next, we will proceed to our a sub 4. So, ang gagawin natin sa a sub 4, gaya ng ating rule, ay to multiply a sub 3 times the ratio. So, we have a sub 4 is equal to 6 times negative 1/3. So, para gawin yan, we will have 6 over 1 times negative 1/3. So, numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. So, we have a common factor between 6 and 3. So, i-cancel out na natin yan para less ang ating steps. So, that is 6 divided by 3 is 2. 3 divided by 3 is 1. So, ang ating a sub 4 ay 2 times 1 is 2. And then, positive times negative is negative. And then, we have our 1 times 1 is 1. So, ang ating a sub 4 ay negative 2. Sulat natin sa ating sequence. Next, we have to get now a sub 5. So, ang ating fifth term ay makukuha by multiplying the previous term by the common ratio. So, a sub 5 is equal to negative 2, which is our a sub 4, times our ratio, which is negative 1/3. So, yan ay 2, negative 2 over 1 times negative 1/3. So, ganun pa rin ang proseso, numerator times numerator. Ang ating numerator is 2, denominator times denominator, which is 3. So, ang ating a sub 5 or fifth term is 2/3. So, sana nakasunod. So, ang complete terms na natin ngayon ay complete sequence, geometric sequence, ay yan. So, 54, negative 18, positive 6, negative 2, at positive 2/3. Sana ay nakasunod. Kung merong questions, PM lang ako para sa guidance. Pwede nang gawin ang individual activity. Okay? So, salamat!